Good morning, students. You have studied the fixed base index number and chain base index number. Now, on the basis of the two methods which we have discussed, that is fixed base and the chain base, today we are going to solve your illustration number 6 given in your textbook. Now, let us see what is given in that question. The data about sale of 3 grain flour as wheat, bajri and chana at a flour mill from the year 2011 to 2015 are as follows. Compute the general index number using simple average with first fixed base method taking base year 2011 and second chain base method. Now what we are going to do in this, we are going to solve this sum in two ways. First, we are going to solve by the fixed base method. Now, when you are supposed to solve by the fixed base method and this is the data which is given to you, you know that in the fixed base method, we divide the prices by the price of the base year. Now in this question, the base year is to be taken as 2011. Now for wheat flour, these are the prices which are given to you. So these prices have to be divided by the price of 2011 and then multiplied by 100. So let us do that. For this one, 40 is the price. Base is also 40. So you will have 40 upon 40 into 100. This one, if you see, 46 is the price. Base price is 40 we have to take because base year is 2011. So you will have 46 upon 40 into 100. That means all these prices of the wheat flour have to divide it by 40. So 50 upon 40 into 100. 56 upon 40 into 100, 64 upon 40 into 100. Similarly, we will do it for bajri flour. Here again the base is 2011. So all these prices have to be divided by the price of 2011, that is 20. So it will be 20 upon 20 into 100. 30 upon 20 into 100, 36 upon 20 into 100, 42 upon 20 into 100, 54 upon 20 into 100. Similarly for chana flour, if you see, the base price is 50. So all these values have to be divided by 50. So you will have 50 upon 50 into 100, 64 upon 50 into 100, 80 upon 50 into 100, 96 upon 50 into 100 and 112 upon 50 into 100. Now what we are supposed to do? Solve all these values. That is, you have to calculate all these values and then we will find the total of these values.
Ready.
Now hope you must have calculated these values. The answer that you will be getting by calculating it will be for these three terms 100, 100 and 100. For these three terms, that is 46 by 40, 115. 30 by 20 into 100, you will get it as 150. 64 upon 50 into 100, you will get it as 128. Similarly, when you solve these three values, you will get 125, 180 and 160. This one, 140, 210 and 192. Here when you do, you will get 160, 270 and 224. Now, the next step, what we are supposed to do, we have to do the sum total of these three flour values which we are getting. That means you will have to do the total and that total will be 100 plus 100 plus 100. When you do this thing, you should get 300. Similarly, 115, 150, 128 when you do, the total will be 393. Similarly, this three sums values you are doing the total, you will get about 465. 140 plus 210 plus 192 will be 542. 160 plus 270 plus 224 will be 654. Now, the next thing which we are supposed to do is, we have to find the general index number. Now, what do you mean by the general index number? This total which we are getting of these three values, you have to divide by the number of flour which we are having. Here we are having three flours, wheat, bajri and chana. So all these totals which we are having should be divided by 3. For example, for the first one, if you are doing 300 by 3 when you do, you will get it as 100. That means what you are supposed to do? Total upon 3. Similarly here, 393 upon 3. So you will get it as 131. Similarly, 465 upon 3. So you will get it as 155. The next one is 542 by 3. 180 point something you will get, that is 67. Similarly, 654 by 3. 208. So in this way, we are going to calculate the index number, that is a general index number, by the fixed base method. Now, the same thing we have to do by the next method, that is the chain base method. That means you will have, instead of fixed base method, that is the chain base method. So now what you are supposed to do? Again write down these values and divide the values by the previous year's values and then multiply by 100. We know the formula, current price divided by the previous year's price into 100. So now let us solve the same sum by the chain base method. Now as you know that in chain base method we are dividing these values by the previous year's values. So for 2011 there is no other previous value. So the value of 2011 we will take it as 100. Because no previous year's value is given. Now for 2012 the previous value was the year in 2011's value, that was 40. So you will have 46 upon 40 into 100. For 50, previous year's value was 56. So 50 by 46 into 100. For 56, previous value is 50. So 56 upon 50 into 100. For 64, previous is 56. So you will have 64 upon 56 into 100. Similarly, for 2012, this value is 30 and the previous value which was there in 2011 was 20. So 30 upon 20 into 100. 36, the previous one is 30. So 36 upon 30 into 100. 42, the previous is 36. So you will have 42 by 36 into 100. For 54, previous is 42. So 54 upon 42 into 100. Similarly, for 64, the previous was 50. So 64 upon 50 into 100. For 80, previous is 64. So 80 upon 64 into 100. 96, previous is 80. So 96 upon 80 into 100. For 112, previous is 96. So 112 upon 96 into 100. You get the values. Now calculate these values with the help of your calculator. Now the answers which you will get on calculating will be 46 for is 115, 30 by 20 into 100 is 150, 64 by 50 into 100 is 128, 50 by 46 into 100 is 108.7, 36 by 30 into 100 is 120, 80 by 64 into 100 is 125, 56 by 50 into 100 is 112, 42 by 36 into 100 is 116.67, 96 by 80 into 100 is 120, 64 by 56 into 100 is 114.29, 54 by 42 into 100 is 128.57, 112 divided by 96 into 100 is 116.67. Now again the same step which we are supposed to do is total of all these three values. So 100 plus 100 plus 100 will give you 300, 115, 150, 128, total will be 393. 108.7, 120, 125, the total of 3 will be 353.7. Total of these three values will be 348.67. Total of these 114.29, 128.57 and 116.67 will be 359.53. Now again what you are supposed to do, these values which you are having, from that you have to calculate general index number. Again divide these values by the total number of items, that is 3. So for the first one, 300 by 3, that is 100. For the next one you will have 393 by 3, so 131. The next one is 353.7 divided by 3. When you will do, you will get it as 117.9. The next one will be 348.67 divided by 3. When you divide, you should get the answer 116.27. Last one is 359.53 divided by 3, and when you divide this by 3, the answer should be 119.84. So here we have calculated the general index number by the chain based method. So what we have done in this, we have divided the values by the previous values. So you must have seen the difference. In fixed base, the base was same, that was the value of 2011. But here the base is changing and it is the previous year's value. So this is another type of sum which is on the basis of fixed base and the chain based method. Now solve these two questions as your homework. Illustration number 7, page number 14. Exercise 1.1, question number 2, which is given on page number 15. Solve these sums in a notebook as a practice, and it is based on the same method which I have taught you today. In the next session, we are going to study the conversion of fixed base into chain base and chain base into fixed base.